1027 WNEW, New York.
You can't come popping in here as gay as a cricket.
Broadcasting live from beautiful Midtown Manhattan, where on a clear night you can almost see Gary Condit scouting Central Park for dark, secluded areas. It's the Ron and Fez Show, and I'm your announcer, Al Dukes. And now let's introduce your hosts. Two guys who rented sailor outfits to fit in during Fleet Week. Here they are, Ron Bennington, Fez Whatley, radio's naval ambassadors.
It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Good evening to our buddies.
Ron and Fez live. Already, Fezzy, just as we're about to start our show, another bizarre Ron and Fez staff happening. Our own Billy Staples missing in action today, and we can't seem to figure out exactly what happened to him. Al, what is it that you know?
Al Dukes, what's the update on Billy Staples?
Well, I got a call from him this afternoon that he fell downstairs at the train station.
There he goes.
That he was in Long Island and he was running to get his train. So as he was going up the stairs, he slipped and then fell and then tumbled all the way down.
On the Culture Club, I'll tumble for you.
I'll tumble for you. Of course. All right, so he's running up the steps.
Yeah, because I guess the train was just arriving.
And as he's running up, he falls backwards like a weeble?
Yeah, I guess he slipped on his way running up and then fell and then tumbled down.
All right. So somehow he fell down running up the stairs. And
yeah.
What are the...
He fell up the stairs. Actually, he's the first man ever to fall up the stairs.
He defies gravity. He's Billy Staples.
All right, what exactly are his injuries?
Yeah, what's the prognosis here?
He has cuts on the top of his head, his forehead, his nose, hands, and his eyes are very swollen. The doctors, he...
Sounds like he hit every part of his body.
Yeah, he may have a broken nose and or a concussion.
Billy drinks around the house.
All right, so he falls up the steps.
Defying the laws of nature.
All right, now people like Travis Bickle are already in some feedback of me saying, why has the name Weeble been on AOL all day?
Oh, that's his screen name. That's right.
Yeah, I can't explain that.
Where is Billy now? Is he at home?
He's in the emergency room. He's not yet seen a doctor.
All right, this up. You got called at what time? 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
I got called about 2:30, 3 o'clock.
All right, here's what the doctor said to him.
Weeble, you're the guy for me?
All right, let's talk to him. Does he have a cell phone with him?
No, he's in a part of the hospital in the emergency room where I guess he's near some type of equipment, heart monitors and such, that he's not allowed to use a cell phone.
The name of the equipment that he's near? That's called a candy machine.
If he uses that cell phone, he could die.
Or throw planes off.
We are checking in right now with his heart monitor. Sounds good. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Stat! All right, Rooster already wrote in that Billy looked like the boulder from Indiana Jones coming down the steps.
Remember that episode of The Simpsons where Homer comes down in his underwear?
All right, here's what I don't understand. How can a guy go through a Diggstown challenge, fighting 6 rounds against 5 different guys, come out like a champ, and then hurt himself running for a train.
Yeah, I don't know what type of condition he was in when he was going to the train. So
what are you saying?
Are you suggesting that he didn't only just fall off the steps?
I know
he fell off something else too?
I know for a fact, and not to get too inside, but Billy's doing very well with that.
Well, it just was weird to, fall going.
Let me just say this. The chips are coming in, Fezzi, and I don't think he dropped the chip today.
Was there a chip found near those steps?
All right, the instant feedback. I guess Weebles wobble and then they do fall down. All right, now this from RJ sounds like Tony Soprano beat Billy up. All right, let's go over his injuries again.
Okay, he has
broken nose.
A possibly broken nose.
2 black eyes.
Swollen eyes. Cut.
See, here's what happens. If you break the nose, both the eyes turn black. That's
true.
Really ugly.
Because basically you're taking out the whole sinus area.
Right.
He has cuts on the hands, the nose, the forehead, and the head, the top of the head.
What did he do? Actually roll over on his own head?
He must have just
It sounds like he hit his nose, rolled up on his forehead, then the top of his head, and kept on going.
All I can say is Billy Staples.
You got knocked the out, man!
Finally, he can be beat by the steps.
He's been beaten by the steps before, Ronnie.
All right, come on. He's doing well with that. Roy, what train station is he at?
Where were you? Aren't you supposed to ride with Billy?
No, Billy's annoying on the train, so I usually take a different train. I usually try
You actually catch a whole different train, so you guys don't have to talk.
Exactly. I'm on the same line with him, but he's at a Bellmore station.
All right, Mrs. Staples is on the line for us right now.
Oh, good. Where is she at? Is she with Billy? Do we know?
Yes, she is.
Mrs. Staples.
Hi, guys.
Hi, what the heck went on there this afternoon?
I'm telling you, I was out, and then I got pulled back in.
Just when you think you're out, Mrs. Staples.
I know how you feel with Billy that way, because a lot of times I think I'm done.
I got a phone call at work from the Nassau County Police Department.
Yeah.
I'm like, is he dead? Because otherwise you shouldn't be calling me.
It's the ex-wife, Ezzy, and the call she's been waiting for years.
I'm like, do I get the life insurance? What?
I say you're entitled to it all.
No, he slipped on the stairs, and he came down, like, on one of the stairs, like on the top of his head, cut open his head.
Oh, my God.
He must have been completely upside down for that to happen.
No, it's like if you picture going up the stairs and you slip, and then your whole body comes down onto a stair.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So
he literally started falling backwards, like ass over head?
No, I don't think he actually fell down the stairs. I think he's very groggy. He's like in and out of consciousness. So
that can't be good.
He's got a concussion. His nose isn't broken that they think of. They took like all these x-rays, a bazillion x-rays. We've got a plastic surgeon coming in to do the stitches.
He should have gotten that years ago.
So he hasn't gotten his stitches yet in 6 hours?
Well, we're still here. We're still here.
But aren't they concerned the fact that he's in and out of consciousness?
Yeah. Well, that's his the concussion. They just, you get very groggy, and he didn't slip down those other stairs, Ronnie.
No, he never.
He was carrying nothing but a muffin and a cup of coffee.
All right, so he didn't fall down the other steps. He didn't fall down 12 steps.
Oh, okay. Fortunately, he had a muffin to break his fall.
He fell down and broke his chips.
Ronnie, when they found him, he was still holding the muffin up. It never touched the ground. He saved the muffin.
Well, he crawled to, the phone, to the pay phone.
Oh, God.
There was no one there to help him. The station is
Everyone else got on the train.
So this station is a dead station? It's pretty quiet?
Yeah, pretty much. And he crawled to the pay phone and was, bleeding all over the place. And finally,
this is like one of those kids that gets their arms ripped off in the tractor, and they have to dial the phone with their nose.
Yeah. And there's blood all over the front porch.
All right, so he's sleeping. He's what? Can he talk to us?
No, I can't bring the phone into the hospital because it does something about the cardiac patients, setting them off. I don't know.
I think it's for them. I think it's God calling.
You have seen Billy, though, right?
I what?
You have seen him?
Yeah, I've been with him since 2:30 this afternoon.
He is going to come out of this with black eyes and maybe a broken nose.
Oh, his nose is got a big cut on it, And I don't know if his nose is broken, but it's ugly. It's uglier than it normally looks.
Wow,
And,
uglier than normal. This can't be good.
I mean, he looked better than from the night of fights.
Yeah, that's the weird thing, that he went through all those big guys and did well.
Yeah, well, he's got a huge egg on the top of his head, and
like Fred Flintstone.
Still bleeding. It's what?
Like Fred Flintstone. That big comb would just pop up out of the top of his head and would have like a few hairs on it.
All right, Mark on the instant feedback wants to know for a fact if this is not the Irish flu.
Definitely not. That was the first thing I thought of.
We all think of that first.
Did they do blood work on him?
No, I've been married to the man for 12 years. I can tell if he was drinking.
Right, and you would tell us, right?
No,
it's usually worse.
I would hide nothing. What do I care?
When he's drinking, it's worse than a concussion.
No, well,
he's in and out of consciousness a lot more.
He doesn't fall when he drinks. Billy's very graceful. Surprisingly, he's not klutzy at all. That's why I was like.
Tell that to the Bellmore station that they're still doing repairs on.
Like Fred Flintstone coming down just on his head. Nothing else. Every step.
Boink, boink, boink. So that's the story.
You're sticking to it, no matter what?
That's the story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, who signed on as Weeble? People that know him said that somebody was online as Weeble today on AOL.
Well, that's well, maybe with not his screen name, but maybe something very similar.
No,
because it comes up on buddy lists.
Well, it shouldn't be.
When
it was a 2:00 train, so I don't know what time they saw him, because he does go online at home. So maybe it was earlier in the day. I mean, he doesn't sleep at the station.
I saw
radio station, not the train station.
Sure, either one.
I saw him at about 5 o'clock sign on, and then about 5:45 he signed off.
Tonight.
Tonight, and I tried to.
Does anybody else use his screen name?
No, people can't use his screen name. No. I'm sorry if I'm having such a hard time hearing. The ambulances are here, and I'm outside, and I'm on Billy's little crappy phone, so.
All right, well, tell him to call us as soon as he can, okay?
I absolutely will. Hopefully, I mean, we're at this one hospital where I think we'll be out by next week, so.
All right, we do have a guy here. He says he works security. Hey, Mike, what hospital do you work at?
I'd rather not say, but I work at a hospital on Long Island, and unless Billy's dead, he's going to be there probably until the middle of next week, like Mrs. Staples said.
Is your hospital near Bellmore?
No, I'm closer to Queens.
Okay.
I'm closer to Queens County. I'm right on the tip of the island. The bottom line, though, is responses at any emergency room in this area is going to be a nightmare. I mean, but plus the fact they're going to be curious about this guy. They might end up putting him in a psych ward, regardless of what wounds he has anyway.
Just from his case history.
Basically, yeah. That's it, boys. I'm punching out.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, so there you have it. Another strange drama with Billy Staples. Always, Fez.
Our guys have found their way of getting days off this week.
Every one of them.
Flu, we've had ulcers, now we've fallen up a flight of stairs.
Which, I didn't take physics, Fezzy, but I would say it was impossible.
If we want extended vacations, Ronnie and I are more than welcome to hand them out.
We give them out.
Yes. You don't have to fake ulcers, flu, and falling up flights of stairs.
What a bizarre crowd. What a bizarre bunch.
I can't wait to see Billy.
1027 WNEW, New York.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
On a Tuesday, we are Ron and Fez live tonight, 877-692-1027.
Now, we are live, Fez. You haven't seen our guy, Billy Staples, since last, Wednesday, Tuesday?
Yeah, it's just about a week. Not quite a week since we've seen him.
He took another extended vacation, another holiday for himself.
That must be nice.
We work in a great place where you can just take it all the time off you want.
Yeah, you're not accountable for any of it.
Right.
Just feel free. Head home when you feel like it and stay there for a while.
So Billy has already missed 2 weeks this spring. Billy, welcome back.
Thank you, Ron.
What happened? We off the wagon?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Is that what happened on the steps? You want to explain what happened to everybody?
Well, yeah, it was just, it was just very simple, but it sounds so stupid when you talk about it. I was just walking up the steps, carrying in my hand my little muffin and my coffee in a bag, and hit the second step. It was broken, and I fell forward and landed right on my forehead.
Now, what was this, a wooden step?
No, these were tile steps. They're made out of concrete, but they have tiles on top of them, I guess, for cosmetic looks, and a lot of them are broken and whatever, and this one was broken. My foot slipped right through it, and I just fell face forward before I could break my fall or anything.
Your foot went through a tile?
Yeah, it was cracked. It was a big opening and like a V-shaped crack, so I stepped on it, my foot slipped, went right through it, and I just fell face forward.
Why didn't you break your fall?
Fezzi, it happened so fast. It was just like one step, two step. I had my right hand free, didn't even get it on the banister yet or anything. It just happened so quickly. And the next thing I knew, I felt myself fall, and there was a bright flash, and some guy was yelling at me, "Are you all right? Are you all right?"
And who was that guy?
That was the guy who was working on the escalator.
Oh, I thought maybe it was an angel.
Oh, yeah. Go to the light. 877-692-1027.
Now, why did you need to be out all this time?
Well,
then you said you almost didn't make it in today.
I have a concussion. I've got constant headaches, and I get like when I.
What do you think me and Fez feel like?
You think constant headaches?
Constant headaches.
Nah, I just felt lousy when I got up this morning.
Us too.
Yeah, well, that's why I said I'm going to drag my butt in here.
All right, this on the answer feedback.
Now.
Did that retard helmet save you from a concussion?
No, unfortunately, I didn't have the retard helmet on. No, but I landed right flat on my forehead, and that took the brunt of my fall. All my weight landed right on my forehead.
I thought you hurt your arm, too.
Yeah, that happened somewhere along the line. Honest to God, Fezzi, I don't know how I guess the arm hit also when I was falling, because I guess instinctively I tried to get the arm up, but it just happened so fast, the first thing it hit was my head.
All right, this on the answer feedback. Fez, it's tough to stop your fall when you're double fisting bottles of JD.
Yes, all right, I'll agree with that. You got me there.
Why couldn't you get your hand fist out to protect yourself?
You know what, Ronnie? It happened in such a split second. It was just like, not even thinking about it. We walk up steps every days of our lives. The
rest of us do, yes.
Yeah.
A lot of us make them.
Accidents happen.
We make it right up there.
The escalator was being worked on. It wasn't working, so I took the steps, and it was a broken step. And next thing I knew, it was like lights out.
Adam, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ron, Fez, what's going on?
Hey, buddy.
Billy, you are pathetic. My father is a lawyer. I can hear the Jew jargon that guy spewed out of his oral cavity. You are disgusting. You are not going to get paid from this, Billy.
Billy, is that what you're trying to do?
Absolutely not. I didn't hurt myself on purpose.
I saw the pictures on 102.7. Give me a break. Don't try to use it. I know I'm going to hear you got $1 million in 2 years.
A lot of people wrote in and say they don't even look too bad. No, you didn't even get stitches in your head, did you, Billy?
No, they didn't. They brought in 2 doctors. They called 2 plastic surgeons, and we were worried about the scar that it would leave on my forehead.
So you had plastic surgery?
No, I didn't.
So why bring it up?
Are you going to?
After the fact, if it's necessary. I can still have plastic surgery. That's what they told me.
I would have looked into it before the fact.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mike.
What's up, guys? Big ass 7576. Gracias, man. Hey, with that big forehead of Billy, shouldn't the Stairs be suing him?
The Bellmore Railroad Station really ought to be looking into damages done to their poor steps.
When the steps are given out from underneath you. Here goes Billy. There he is, walking to work, muffin in one hand, coffee in the other.
The size of those muffins you eat, why didn't that work as an airbag?
I wish I could have gotten it up in time. It would have been great. I wouldn't be...
Oh, jeez. I wish I could have gotten it up in time, he says.
What, do you want to make the drop list?
Nah, I wouldn't be having to go through all this crap right now.
Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
What crap are you going through, please?
No.
Hey, guys.
What, are you crippled?
No, I just have headaches and I have fuzzy vision.
Oh,
yeah, I want to know how many attorneys Billy's spoken to, because Billy, what was the lighting condition in the station?
Normal.
Normal. What was the condition of your shoes, Billy?
Almost brand new.
Almost brand new. So the soles were slippery. Is that what you're saying, Billy?
Absolutely not. This are the sneakers I wear every day to work.
Let me see.
Let me see those.
Oh, they're slick.
Oh, my gosh.
They are slick.
Man, it looks like they're made out of ice.
I'm not being cross-examined
Now,
here.
Billy, are you on any kind of medication now?
No, nothing. Just some Advils and Tylenols.
No, before.
No, I was actually totally...
Your Xanax?
You're not on any doctor's care?
Oh, I'm under doctor's care. I just don't have any prescription medicines left.
Andrew, did you notice this? He explained exactly the condition and shape of the crack in the tile, and yet doesn't know what happened to that arm of his.
So I noticed that right away, because when you guys spoke to him before the weekend, you said, Billy, what happened? He said, I went up the steps, I fell and hit my head. He said nothing about a crack on the stair. He said nothing about a D-shaped crack or anything like that. So the attorney has told him exactly what to say. Good going, Billy.
Well, actually, what happened is after
we're all going to pay for your stupidity.
After I came to and stuff, I went back to the train station and looked at what possibly could have happened, and that's when I saw it.
So who is it? The Long Island
crater?
The Long Island Railroad is the defendant?
I don't really know about that.
Let's check in with Roy. Roy, your dad's a judge. Who would it be? The Long Island Railroad?
It would be the Long Island Railroad because the Long Island Railroad owns the Bellmore train station.
Now, you don't think that they get thousands of these a year?
No. I mean, you could sue
But, I mean,
for anything.
people trying this stuff.
They get so many a year, they actually have posters up in the stations and the train cars.
Don't try it?
Yeah, saying, hey, insurance fraud.
All right, Billy, now, I told you what Fez said to us last week on the air, right?
Yeah.
Tell him, Fez, because he didn't believe me when I told him before.
I'll repeat it now so the entire audience hears that if this case goes to court, I will be willing to testify on behalf of the defense, meaning the Long Island Railroad.
On what basis, Fez?
I will sit in that courtroom across from you. On the basis of I have sat in my office watching you fall out of a chair every day since you've been with us.
Objection, that's irrelevant testimony.
How do you know?
It has nothing to do with the incident that day.
How many people have you sued? How many people have you sued?
One.
How'd you win that one?
Yeah.
How much you get?
$9,000.
Oh. What was that for?
I was in the mid-'70s when I got into a car accident with my then-to-be next wife.
All right, so you sued your wife.
You are so low.
Just my girlfriend at the time.
Oh, jeez.
And the weird part was he was in her car.
Like they didn't pull that gig together.
Right.
So you got $4,500 out of it.
No, it was $12,000 and I got $9,000.
It's Bonnie and Klutz.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mike.
How you doing?
Yeah.
I was just curious. I distinctly recall last week his ex-wife saying that he was all alone. He had to crawl across the floor to reach a phone. His face was all bloody. And now we're hearing about this escalator guy asking him for help and stuff like that.
Yeah, we did think it was weird that you didn't use your cell phone, that you crawled to a payphone.
Well, because I had been knocked unconscious. I was a little fuzzy. The guy said you should call 911 or walk across the street to the the fire department, which was right there.
They're going to carve you up when they get you on the stand.
It's not, Ronnie, I have nothing to be worried about being carved up over. Everything I'm saying is the God's honest truth.
You know, going over my testimony, I realized I don't even have to bring up the klutziness. Just the times I've seen you fall down drunk.
I like the fact that he's no longer on Xanax.
Yeah, when did that happen?
Well, I missed my appointment with my doctor last week, and so my prescription expired.
All 90 are gone.
And you're not on your regular pills?
Oh, my Celexa, but that has nothing to do with mood or anything like that. That's not a mood-altering substance.
I'll throw myself down the stairs mood?
No, I mean, there wasn't the reason. Yeah, of course. I always said there was a guy there. And when my wife had called and said she wasn't there, she only knew what I was telling her when I was lapsing in and out of consciousness in the ER. The EMT kept having to wake me up in the ambulance to get my personal information and
to
stuff.
Get off his foot. You had rolled over on him.
I will say this. This is the most pathetic white man I've ever heard try to get a buck.
This man goes through lawsuits like they're scratch-off tickets.
Right.
Seeing what he can get on each one.
Other than the other one, the only suits involved have been matrimonial.
Do you have a suit to wear to court?
And what do you think this is worth, Billy? Give us a ballpark.
I'm not at liberty to discuss that information.
5 figures?
I am not at liberty to discuss that information.
Just write it down. A man Fez won't say.
That's what he wants, Ronnie, a ballpark. He wants to own Shea Stadium. Enough money for that.
And write it down truthfully.
Yeah.
I'm so
Wow,
curious.
he's still writing.
Yeah.
That must be a lot of zeros.
Could the jury please bring this over to me? Is this an honest-to-God truthfulness?
That's what I honest-to-God think that they will ask for originally.
Oh, my God, Fez.
Oh, the card just got flipped over so I could see it.
That's what, because they always ask for a larger amount up front.
What would you settle for? Write that down now. Let's suppose...
No, see, that I cannot answer, Ronnie, because, I mean, that would...
Well, you would settle for that then.
Oh, okay.
But I won't say...
You're fine with that number, aren't you?
I want you to really write down the real number that you would settle for.
Wow, the amount of Xanax.
For what? Honestly, I want you to be honest and write the number down. There's nothing wrong with you, Billy.
Well, Ron, we're going to have permanent disfigurement.
Would it help if we fire you? Because I'm ready.
Chow, you got a big scar down the front of you because you ate so much you had to be stapled.
Yeah, but that's
Talk about disfigurement.
That has nothing to do with my acting or comedy career. You can't see that when I wear a shirt.
First of all,
we wanted you in the New Hamptons miniseries at the pool.
You haven't acted since we've known you. And your comedy career, you've done 3 bad gigs since we've known you. There's always like a Saturday night in Poughkeepsie. This is what you really would?
Yeah, I would settle for that.
I'll give you that right now to leave the show.
Shut the F up. You know what? Seriously.
I'll write a check for that immediately.
Here's the thing.
Finally, you're in my ballpark.
You leave the show and you never talk or acknowledge Fez and I again. And you get this money. And
you get that amount right now.
Cash?
God. Jeez.
No, I'm going to see this through because this was an injustice and they deserve to be punished.
They
have been in disrepair for a long amount of time.
How many people you think use this train station a day?
Thousands.
And no one else is all high on Demerol, whatever they got you on.
The Xanax.
And stumbling, fumbling, bumbling up the steps.
They gave me a complete workover at the hospital. I was not high on any substance, alcohol, or anything, so...
I tumble for you. All right, Al wants to come in and say something.
Oh, boy.
And Steve, you're on Fez.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Billy was just saying a couple of weeks ago that he had such a huge supply of
Oh, yeah,
Xanax,
that's right. You had
and
90
he only
Xanax.
takes one a day, and now all of a sudden he didn't have any left because he missed his doctor's appointment.
You had 90 Xanax 2 weeks ago.
Right.
I never had 90 Xanax 2 weeks ago. I had extras left, but someone else has been using them.
Who?
I have been giving some to my soon-to-be ex.
All right, now how responsible is this that you are treating yourself like a pharmacy and a psychiatrist, and you're handing out Xanax to people who do not have a prescription? That's insane.
No. I can't believe you just said that on the air.
She has a prescription. It just expired.
You don't hand out your Xanax to other people.
Well, she was having a tough time, so I figured I'd...
What kind of tough time? Being married to you?
No, being apart from me, I guess.
The fact that you're disfigured.
How much are you two in on this?
She can't bear to look at you. Look away, I'm hideous.
Oh, she's not in there.
All right, Jerry writes in. He uses that station. There's a handrail. Why aren't you using it?
Because I didn't get further up enough the steps to even get going. I only took 2 steps.
If the escalator was out, why didn't you go the elevator?
Because I never use the elevator, Fez. I consider that for the elderly or the handicapped.
You're both.
I walk right past it every day. I mean, I'm a fit, normal person, athletic. I can normally go up a flight of stairs
Billy,
that's not broken.
All right,
wow,
Billy.
what a rehearsed speech I just heard.
I know. You're an animal and you're high on Xanax. You... There goes Fez. There he goes down.
Took a knee and choked on vanilla Coke.
Do you have insurance?
Yes, I do.
All right, good. Who has your insurance here?
My wife.
Okay. Al, what is it that you wanted to say to Billy?
Billy was just saying that he's going to lose acting work, but he's not like a face model. He plays like the fat guy in like the Lotto commercials or FedEx or whatever it is that he's...
So it's not like if Tom Cruise got a knot on his head.
No, but it's still true. I mean, it's like you don't want a disfigured face when all my headshots look a certain way, and then you go and
When's the last time you had acting work? Who was president?
The other actor.
Clinton.
Reagan.
So you haven't worked since the Clinton years?
That's correct. I haven't booked any commercials.
Even with that beautiful face?
My face is my fortune when it comes to commercials. I do a lot of commercial work. I've done a lot.
All right, Joe writes in, Billy... Billy would just settle for donuts instead of dollars. I couldn't even rate it. Billy, that's the offer. 2 dozen.
This will be a Cosmo Kramer settlement where he settles for I can have anything out of the snack machine at the Bellmore station I want.
I'll have to advise my attorney to pass on that offer.
Johnny Cochran, your attorney?
No, unfortunately, no.
White attorney or black attorney?
White attorney. Jewish.
Oh, he's on his way then.
Nice. You'll be farting through silk. 877-692-1027.
All right, Billy, what drug are you on?
Celexa.
All right, Celexa, and you said it doesn't affect you at all.
It doesn't have any mood-changing characteristics.
We looked up Celexa on the .com, the site. We'll give that to you. Just a second. Rory got it for me. It says here, general precautions with Celexa. Do not drive or operate heavy machinery.
Wow.
I did not do that.
I understand that, but that's got to mean that you're stumbling and bumbling, right?
No, absolutely not. I've been taking it for quite some time. Maybe that's when you first initially start taking it.
That means that drug instills grogginess or dizziness.
No, that's what you're inferring from that. It doesn't.
Listen to the jailhouse lawyer.
I know.
Listen to the jailhouse lawyer.
It doesn't have any effects like that. It's a mood stabilizer. I don't get too high. I don't get too low.
But you see what the possible side effects are.
Yeah, it was possible. It doesn't mean it affects me. That's with the general population.
You're sitting there laying at the bottom of the stairs like a fat waste. And you're still telling us that this is good for you.
Crying for his muffin. Has anyone seen a muffin that might have rolled away? It was as big as a hubcap.
All right, that's from the FDA. Thank you, Roy. Here's Roy.
Al should have gotten that for
you.
You
should have been a lawyer. I know. You should have been a lawyer like your dad.
I hate the law. So.
Or you should have been a phone screener like Al. Jake, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jake.
Hey, guys. I just want to say that this guy's the dumbest person I've ever heard in my life.
That's Billy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't understand why he's on your show, because you guys are so good.
Yeah,
we really are.
Yeah, we're good.
And how can you say he wasn't operating? How can you say he wasn't operating heavy machinery? Look at him.
He was carrying his lunchbox.
256 pounds. There's nothing there. What are you talking about?
You look beautiful, Daddy.
I hope they sue you.
I've never heard a person called heavy machinery before.
You cannot operate Billy if you're on this drug. All right, here's Derek.
They had to write that on the back of NyQuil.
All right, Billy. No, they've offered to Long Island Railroad has offered to settle 2 bags of sugar babies.
Wow.
If you take their offer now.
Sign these papers.
I say try him around 11 o'clock, because he'd do anything for candy then.
He's starving when this show is over.
Derek, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Derek.
How you doing, guys?
Buddy.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, this case will never make it to court. I work in the insurance industry, and Long Island Railroad will settle long before this ever goes to litigation.
You mean I'm not going to get to testify against Billy?
Nah, it costs too much to hire lawyers for something stupid like this, and that's why insurance rates are so high, because idiots like Billy fall on their ass. And,
all right, how much do you think, Derek, that Billy's going to get?
You guys wouldn't release the figure of what he's asking for, but... you know, he may get around $20,000, maybe $10,000. I don't know. It all depends on how egregious his demands are.
Billy, is that would you settle for that amount?
That'd probably be the bare minimum. If it starts going on too long.
Right.
Trash F.
Right now there's a lawyer screaming at his radio. Shut up! Shut up!
Billy.
It a lot depends on how I heal and how big the scars are. And
if you want, Fez, and I'll keep hitting your forehead with rulers.
Permanent lasting.
Because let me tell you something. For $30,000, you'd let us cut off your eyelids, and you know it.
The Band-Aid's not as big as my fingernail. What kind of scar you think you're going to have?
No, it was a deep puncture wound.
It was a puncture wound? Would you fall on your pen?
No. No, I just, with such force, when I hit the cement, the skin punctured.
With such force.
Now, your lawyer was actually driving the ambulance. He's not a chaser. All right, this from Edwin. He says... Guy says that Billy will settle for a lifetime supply of party mix. I'd rather give him the $30,000.
You know, that's what I would like to know. Were you distracted by a bag of party mix? That's been your kick lately. Did you see one lone Cheeto at the bottom of the bag and weren't paying attention to the stairs?
I cannot answer that question at this time.
There's party mix all over Bellmore.
Here's Edwin writes in, I am a paralegal in a New Jersey law firm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Paralegal just means that...
he can walk?
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
good.
just working for a law firm. Yeah. Ron Fez, I'm a paralegal for a New Jersey law firm. This is how Billy's case will go. Billy's lawyers will send a letter to the railroad threatening a lawsuit. If the attorney gets rejected, the case will end. If Billy gets any money, it will be a nuisance lowball figure. Billy did not get injured medically or financially so that he would get a lot of money. His lawyer will not waste a lot of time on this case if he is a legit lawyer. So the lawyer only gets paid a portion, right?
1/3.
All right, so the lawyer will actually say...
What's 1/3 of a bag of party mix?
Maybe... how much does your lawyer weigh?
Oh, he's normal size.
Oh, he's a human. You got a human lawyer this time. Nice. All right.
Pat, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez, I love you. Hey, Billy, I just want to congratulate you on hitting the white trash lottery.
It really is, Billy.
Well, you know, I can understand how some people might feel that way, but obviously you're not going through the pain and suffering and the constant headaches.
I go through nothing but pain and suffering since I met you.
And the constant headaches are really starting to get to me.
All right, here is Vince. Vince, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Vince.
Hey, guys. Big ass card holder 11771.
Hooah! Hooah!
Billy.
Yeah.
If you want to win that case, all you got to do is prove mental instability by playing some old song parodies that you used to do. See ya.
You don't want to plead insanity in this case, do you?
Why don't you tell them that you can no longer write funny lyrics?
Well, that may be part of it. I don't know. I haven't seen how well I recovered from this, and my brain is still functioning at the normal level it usually did.
You got to thank him for that.
Now, just so people know, this is 100% a true story.
Oh,
the
yeah.
pictures are still up on WNEW.com. Most people said to me they thought that you were hurt worse than what the pictures look.
Especially after talking to Mrs. Staples the night it happened.
And who took those pictures where it looked like you actually had these taken for a future case?
Well, my friend Brian took them from me with his camera.
Why the extreme close-up?
For
was he sitting on your chest?
No, not at all. It was someone I needed to turn over pictures to my attorney also.
You ought to sue W.C. Fields for getting his nose. Those pictures were too close to your face.
Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Good morning, or good morning. Good evening, gentlemen.
Yeah,
how are you?
About that?
Whatever time.
Hey, if I was this guy's attorney, I'd take a stock and shove it in his mouth. Keep him to make him stop talking.
Can they do that? Why is that? Why do you say that, Mark?
Oh, because the more he talks, the less his case is worth. It seems that, in New Jersey, you have a tort claim notice. It's a tort claims act when you're dealing with the railroad. And you have to put them on, they have to be on notice that there's a problem in their area. You're also raised to a higher standard. And if you don't meet that standard, you're going to get bounced.
Okay.
Billy, what do you say to this?
I say I really don't know what he's talking about. But either way, if they're held to a higher standard, they weren't maintaining any standard, and I'll keep my mouth shut about the specifics of the case from now on.
Now Mark, the caller's representing him. Great.
All right, thanks a lot, Mark. All right, here's Jim. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jim.
Jimmy.
Buddies, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, Billy, you're such a scumbag. I mean, it's because of these frivolous lawsuits that people like you know, it drives up our taxes. You know, Long Island Railroad, the commuter fares are more expensive just because of stuff like this.
What does it cost you monthly now, Roy?
To ride on the LIRR.
It costs me $154 a month.
And you think a lot of this is just to cover what they're now calling Billy suits?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
I mean, because he can't control his fat body going up steps.
It's not
We
fat.
have to pay for it.
Hey, I pay the same amount as Rory does, and I'm entitled to safe passage to my train.
You ought to have to pay by the pound.
Safe passage to my train. You're an adult, right? Yeah. If a toddler falls over, I understand it. But adults do not fall down unless they are A, high, B, drunk, C, all of the above.
Or just shows the severity of the disrepair.
How do you fall on the first two steps?
Well, that's where the break was. I mean, I didn't pick where I fell.
Really?
I doubt that very much.
Mrs. Staples wasn't out there with a bag of marbles?
No, Mrs. Staples was at work.
She found the broken step and called him. Honey, come running before somebody else grabs this.
She's laying a shot glass down there for him.
Graham, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Graham.
How you doing, boys?
By the way, that's one of Billy's favorite names. Go ahead, Graham.
He's never had a whole one.
Two things. I'm an investigator in the state. One, anything 10,000 or above, he's going to litigation.
Well, he'll settle.
All right, I get to testify.
He'll settle for less, believe me.
Billy, you want to make a couple $100,000 over that? You claim sexual dysfunction.
Damn, I'll have to testify for the prosecution there.
He falls. He claims his winky don't work no more. That's a couple $100,000 right there.
Billy, have you had sex since then?
No, definitely not.
Not even self-motivated?
No. I've had no
There
desire.
You have had no desire. Neither have the women.
Odd. What a coincidence, Your Honor. Yeah.
Hey, it's so funny.
I'll just subpoena your computer and we'll look up how many times you visit Bang Bus.
Clean as a whistle.
Yeah.
What is?
Everything.
His computer screen.
Here is, here's Mark. Mark, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Billy, you mentioned before, you said the steps had been in disrepair for quite a while?
Yes.
So you knew they were broken when you chose to walk up them?
Mark, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Billy actually looked at a piece of paper before he answered you. All right, go ahead, Mark.
You chose to walk up them and you knew they were broken.
Mm-hmm.
Also, did you mention to your lawyer that a few days before this incident you spent about 3 hours having people punch you in the head?
I'm sorry, but any conversations I had with my lawyer are privileged.
All right, see ya.
Mark's saying you were still punch drunk.
Where'd you meet the lawyer? Dog track?
No, it's a personal friend of mine.
Same thing. Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah.
I just want to know, have you considered suing your mother for rape a fat, no-talent hack?
That wouldn't be me.
Oh.
Why don't you try it anyway?
Don't talk about my sister like that.
That's funny. That part was funny. Here's,
so you still remember your heckle comebacks?
Yeah, that's good. Hey, Kevin, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, guys. I wondered if Billy was aware that any award settlement he got is Mrs. Staples is going to be entitled to 50%.
Oh, we're officially separated.
Well, officially separated, not officially divorced.
No.
And, Billy, I'm having a glass of My Little Muffin right now, too.
Don't fall down.
I'm drinking a glass of My Little Muffin.
What just...
All right, but this is exactly as Billy's walking to work. This is what it sounded like. Normally, he's dancing his way into work like this.
Smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatties, smoking blunts. We smoke some blunts, we smoke the blunts.
There he goes. There he goes. He's down.
He's still falling.
Down. A drunk is down. There he goes again. He ricocheted.
You don't know what it's like to be a loser.
Oh, not again. Oh, how long are these steps? Oh, he hit the candy machine.
All right, here is Billy's lawyer when there's an objection in the court.
No! Wait! I'm the one who says things.
We are the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez. 102.7 WNEW.